A few moments later.
I don't know why. Sorry about the technical difficulties at the start of the show, but welcome to Sports Church, a show where veterans get together and talk about the sports of the day. We gather here to worship at the altar of competition where grown men and women play with balls, drive around circles, and beat the shit out of each other. So hopefully the sound has been fixed. I don't know why my mic was muted, but it was. But yeah, let's move on. We're super short staffed today. It's just me and Pops, so it's going to be probably a very short show. We're going to go over a little bit of football standings and talk a little bit about that. Fantasy football, of course, will be discussed. We'll go over the baseball playoffs a little bit and do a little auto racing, and then I think we'll probably just about call it a day at that point. So let's get rolling, shall we? Without further ado, he is our auto racing expert and he's our auto racing expert. We call him Pops because he's my Pops. He's been in the sport in one form or another for over 50 years. So I know of nobody else better to talk about it than him. Without further ado, while I try and open up a beer, please welcome to the altar of competition here at Sports Church, Pop.
Evening, folks. I'm glad to see you here and glad to be able to hear you, John.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Anytime I mess with it a little bit, it goes crazy and it makes StreamYard just lose its mind. So it is what it is, man. Yep. But how are you doing?
A lot better than last week. Last week was a terrible week, but
yeah,
I saw you guys carried on. That was cool.
We tried. We're down Pook this week. We're docking his pay again because he let me know about 45 minutes beforehand. So I got called into work early, bro. Okay. Love you, man. Love you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's great. The baseball playoffs have kicked off. We all look like idiots. Of course, everybody looked like idiots. Let's be honest. Let's start off with that. Nobody just what? I mean, all right, some people got it, of course, but the playoffs did not go according to
no
plan for a lot of the guys. The wild card round was absolutely insane. Philly moving on, I guess that was the only not surprising one. But Arizona beating Milwaukee, nobody saw that coming.
Yeah, there's no way that happened.
Nobody. I mean, Bob Woodruff goes down right before the playoffs, but they still got Freddie Peralta and Corbin Burns. They're like, all right, they're good in a short series, in a 3-game, 5-game series. You only need 2 hosses, and they had them. Fucking didn't matter. They couldn't hit, and the pitching just utterly collapsed. Arizona just rolled over him, man. Evan Longoria showing up big time in a diving play. He beat the cameraman to the ball. It was crazy. Corbin Carroll with the mullet, just crushing balls. You're like, oh God, don't let this is the one guy in the Arizona lineup you can't let him beat you. And what'd he do? You let him beat you. 2 games in a row, just smacked you. Just took that mullet out and just bitch slapped the Brewers. It was crazy, man. Texas? What? How did Texas come out on top? Nobody saw that coming. Who saw Minnesota winning? Nobody. And the Twins handled business, man. Sonny Gray was dealing. Texas, they were dealing. Jordan Montgomery in the first game, 7 innings, like 2 hits. Like what? Where did this come from? Where's this been all year? Then Nathan Eovaldi comes in, who hasn't pitched. He's pitched for shit for the last month and a half. Gets to the playoffs and turns into Don Drysdale and just starts fucking shoving guys. Unbelievable. I'm watching this going, what? Oh, man. In my favorite baseball podcast, Baseball is Dead. Give him some love. Oh, God, it's annoying because the host, Jared Carabas, stuck with his boys all year. Stuck with the Rangers in the playoffs, and we have to hear. Oh God, should I play it? Josh, play it. I should definitely play it. Where is it? This is his favorite thing to do. This is like the song, the Texas song. Let's see here. I've been hearing a lot of this. There it is. Hold on a second, ladies and gentlemen. I had this queued up. I did it. I got commercial. Yay. So yeah, this is every pod he's doing this, and I kind of love it. It's funny because he's the only one who went for it, but because it's Texas Rangers, right? Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, been hearing a lot of that, and it's kind of cool. I like it. I like a little bit of the shakeup. I mean, we all look like idiots. I was crushing it all year, just like every year on Sports Church about baseball, crushing it. Get to the playoffs, look like I have no idea what I'm talking about. So, I mean, that's kind of fun, All right, I take one on the chin. It's fine, no big deal there. Baseball's still going, so I'm still happy. I don't know, Pops. Do you like the extended wild card playoff system where now it's a 3-game set versus one and done? Do you like that better? Because here's the thing, before you answer, I'm going to slide something into your brain before you answer.
Yeah, I don't.
We haven't had a 3-game series yet.
Yeah,
It's all been sweeps.
One and dones.
You don't? I think that's super exciting. But go ahead, explain why.
The three, you got to beat the guys, not just have a fluke game.
Yeah.
I think that makes it better. The wild card, I just think adds a little bit more excitement to it, and gives the chance of some teams that just barely missed to get it done. I mean, it's not like me. I got what I win by 0.006% with my bet with you.
Yeah,
5.506.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there's arguments being tossed around. That, you know, well, 2 years in a row we're doing this. We've had all sweeps, I believe, so we've never had any 3 games. And it's also,
I think somebody's been playing with your microphone because every time you turn to the left, you disappear volume wise.
Huh?
Right there, you're fine, but turn to your left and talk, and you're not barely there volume wise.
Huh? Yeah. It must be something with. Let me try to turn up the gain a little bit. Is that better? Can I do it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's better.
Chris Benoit balls. Nice to be kicking in. Our favorite Canadian. Sorry about your Blue Jays. I don't know what happened to Vlad Jr. this year, but fuck, he sucked. How did that dude win a Gold Glove last year and then turns into like one of the worst defenders at first base? How do you do that? He mentioned in the MVP last year, Gold Glove, comes into this year, fucking can't hit shit, can't hit the bombs, can't play first base anymore. Suddenly just completely forgot.
Did he kind of get a schedule? Did he kind of get a new contract last year?
I don't believe so, but Chris would tell us in a heartbeat if he did.
Because that just sounds exactly like what happens when you get a new contract.
Well, one of the argument, all right, so that he put on 25 pounds, so fatty McFatty, that doesn't help. He was never a slim guy like his dad, so put on 25 pounds. His mother died. That mental shit. Yeah, compartmentalize that. I know it's hard to say. I'm not there. I'm not playing Major League Baseball, but he needed to either take some time away and see somebody, or I don't know, because he just terrible. And stop eating donuts. Stop drinking soda, you chubby fuck. Start hitting home runs again. God. But getting back to the wild card thing is, I think is interesting. People have made this point. It is, some people think it's detrimental. And before the series were starting, they were pointing at the Twins, right? Twins get in the playoff, boom, knocked right off, right? Yeah. It's an excuse to limp in and say, hey, we made the playoffs. Well, yeah, you did. But you barely crawled in there, and
you got knocked out right away.
and you get knocked out right away, and it allows teams, and it gives teams an excuse not to go for it. You know what I mean? To just limp it in, to just kind of crawl there. We made the playoffs. See, we're doing a good job. No, the idea is to win the World Series every year. If you're a team in Major League Baseball, that should be your goal every year, is to win the World Series this year. I didn't know you got to plan it out and you got to bring in prospects, but teams like Boston, teams like New York, who both finished terrible this year, the Mets, who also finished terrible this year, the Padres, who also did terrible this year, the Dodgers, who are in it but are getting the crap beat out of them right now by Arizona, which is fucking what? Anyway.
Well,
your goal is to win the World Series. Yeah,
they peaked at the right time. I guess that's the only thing you say about Arizona.
Yeah, they sure the hell did. They really did. They beat the crap out of the Dodgers yesterday, 11-2. Phillies, man. But I one of the few people I think, I don't know, actually, if you go to Twitter or X, formerly known as Twitter, and you go to Baseball is Dead page, scroll down a little bit, and they have a thing. All the guys on the podcast, Jay Hay, Dallas Braden, who I desperately want to get on the show in the offseason, Carabas, and Jake, who else? Everybody picked the Phillies, or everybody, Atlanta, excuse me. Everybody picked Atlanta, and they said, does anybody have the balls to pick Philly? And I said, yeah, I'll do it. And I put a picture of the GIF of the Philly fanatic up there. So, I mean, Philly seems to have Atlanta's number, question mark, because They beat them 3-0.
Yeah.
And took home field advantage in a very short series. This is scary. This Atlanta, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You broke all these records. You've got the deepest line. They are comparable or better than the 27 Yankees in statistics across the board offensively.
Yeah.
It is a murderer's row in 2023. Almost 100 years later, you've got murderer's row. And they're getting beat by Philly. I mean, I love you, Philly, and I hate you in the same breath because you're so passionate. You love your team so much. But my God, you're obnoxious. I mean, you booed Santa Claus, guys. I mean, come on. You booed fucking Santa Claus. You throw batteries at people. I mean, and then you got your fucking. I mean, let me see if I can find this home run the other day. No, run 20. Oop, hold on. 2023 playoffs. Let's see here. 22 postseason. No, can't find it. Damn it. Yeah, I don't want the short version. I just want the. Oh, here it is. Listen to this. This is. They go. Of course, I got to. 15-second commercial. This is coming to you by MLB, giving it to us. So MLB, don't come after me, bro. All right, I love you, all of you except for Rob Manfred and Joe Torre. They can both fucking eat shit and die. I don't really give a shit. They both suck. But yeah, here we go. This is in the wild card. This is Miami versus Philadelphia. Of course, we all picked Philly. I believe we all picked Philly. I think it was the one that we all got right. I think it was the only one we all got right. But this is cool as shit. Listen to this shit.
Castellanos, the base runners.
Bases loaded.
In at the corners, and Stott drives one to right. That's deep. That is gone. A grand slam for Stott.
I mean, look at that place.
Yeah.
Loving it. Look at them. They're rocking. There's a fucking person sitting in that place. Even in the handicap section, there's people just standing up miraculously, cheering on their fighting Phils, man.
The brink just
fucking awesome.
And what I'm missing is that our Cincinnati Reds had the same feeling back in the 70s, and it sure did go to hell.
Yeah, but man, Philly has the number on the Braves. They did it to them last year. The Braves were killing it, won the division, and then Philly just stings them, and they did it again yesterday. Crazy, man. Everybody had it, even in the second round. Everybody had Baltimore beating Texas. Their pitching's better. They've got that young core. And look, don't think Baltimore is one and done if they get knocked out here. Next year, they're going to be there. They are going to be even better. They've got a pipeline of guys coming up that are just studs. So, we'll see. But, yeah, Arizona beat the Dodgers yesterday. Philly beat Atlanta. Right now, it's the bottom of the fourth. Texas is leading Baltimore 9-3. So, I think Texas has got this, but there is still a lot of baseball left, essentially half a game or a little over a half a game.
Yeah.
I'm really pulling for the Twins, but they made a late charge yesterday to try and close the gap within. I think they closed it within one with Houston, but I just think Houston's got a little bit too much firepower. I think, and for those people who hate Houston, like myself, I think this is the kind of the precipice of their core. I think after this year, you're going to start to see a little bit of, Altuve is getting older. Yordan Alvarez is still, Jesus, he had like a 400 some odd bomb yesterday. Oh, God, I hate lefties. I like lefty pitchers when I'm batting, but I don't like lefty hitters. They cheat, man. They cheat. The Earth's rotation gives them an advantage. But I'm rooting for Minnesota. They play tonight at 8:03, so just about a little over a half an hour from now, they'll kick it off.
It's going to be interesting to see who wins out, the playoffs or Sunday Night Football.
Oh man, you know what? And it's a good game tonight, right? It's San Francisco versus Dallas. So collectively, oh man, I think they're going to beat the baseball playoffs tonight because there's only one game going tonight.
Right.
So, you got Texas and Baltimore together, Texas and Baltimore, Minnesota and Houston. I don't know. Even those two games together, viewership, I don't think they beat Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
I don't think they do. But I don't really care because, football.
No,
I love football, but I don't
think it's going to be interesting to see exactly what the numbers come out like because it's a weird series. I guess that's the best way to describe it.
I love the story of Texas. Baseball's fun. It's so fun. It's such a wacky sport that, like I said earlier, I've been crushing it for years doing this on Sports Church, talking about baseball, making predictions, seeing trends and telling you where things are going to be going. And, then you get to the playoffs and I look like an asshole. So even though I'm in a monk outfit, I still look like a friar outfit. Excuse me, friar mini. It just completely throws you for a loop. I didn't think Texas had it. They had it multiple times to wrap up the division and couldn't do it. And but yeah, here they are just killing it. Here's Arizona killing it. Like what? Atlanta needs to get their shit together for sure. Couple of cool off the wall things I want to show you on some of the baseball coverage. Randy Rosarina, one of the best baseball names ever.
Yeah.
Rosarina. I love it. Randy Rosarina. I love it. Well, if you want to know where Randy gets his arm from, if you ever seen him play, he's got an arm.
Yeah.
He's got a fucking cannon there. I mean, I can't believe somebody didn't make this guy a pitcher.
Well, that's what I was getting at. I wonder if he was a pitcher in his younger years.
Oh, he probably was. Yeah, he probably was. I mean, that's how I ended up getting into it. Yeah. Is playing second and right. Well, it was right, and firing missiles from right field, crow hopping them and just firing missiles, and they're like, "Holy shit, he can throw pretty fucking hard." Like, let's see if he can pitch. And in short, my pitching career was very much like a Luke Lelouch from Bull Durham. I hit a mascot. I've hit an umpire. And then I walk 3 guys in a row and strike out 3 guys in a row. That was anything competitive I do. It's either da-na-na, da-na-na, or or like, oh, you had an okay day. No, nobody ever said that. It was either damn or fuck, you suck. But here's proof of where Randy Rosarina, unfortunately and unceremoniously, got deleted from the playoffs because Tampa Bay decided to commit 4 errors in the second game. 4 errors. Oh, but here's his mom throwing the first pitch. Watch this shit. Don't pay attention to the chick in the heels. Don't do that. Nice stems, by the way. But yeah, here's his mom throwing from on top of the mound. 60 feet, 6 inches. Watch this shit. Fucking strike.
Not even wide out. She just pulled back and threw.
Just turned it through. And like, damn. Like, mom obviously did not skip out on chest and arms day, like, for sure. Awesome to see that. Another thing I want to show you guys. I don't know if it's true. However, Doc put this in the Sports Church highlight chat, and I don't know. We'll see. But it looks like this is Fact Sports MLB. I don't know if this is 100%, but Multiple sources confirm Angel Hernandez was released from the MLB Umpires Association early Friday morning. He's no longer allowed to work in the league.
I thought Angel was booted out over a month ago.
No, his last dust up was with Bryce Harper, like 3 days before the season ended. Did you see that? Where he called Bryce out on a check swing. Well, all right, I hate saying that. He said he swung. There's no such thing as a check swing. You either swing or you don't, right?
Yeah.
So he's not fired.
Uh-oh. Now you knocked yourself off the air completely, which is tough to do, but I guess we can survive.
Now,
there you go. Welcome back.
Here's I'm going to follow the day of that report. Okay, so Chris says is fake. Hopefully he does get fired. But the last one, I mean, he is infamous for being a terrible umpire. He's got the worst ball strike average, accuracy average in MLB. The call, I wonder if I can find it real quick because it would be pretty funny to see. It was Bryce Harper. A swing of Bryce Harper ejected. Here we go. That might be it. Yep. Bryce Harper goes off on Angel Hernandez. Who's this? This is courtesy of John Boyd. I love those guys, except for Trevor Plouffe because he's too fucking pretty. You can't be that pretty and be a man. It's unfair to all of us. But he's also a great he was a damn good baseball player and he's great on the podcast, but I just can't watch because it's just like he makes me feel like a piece of shit because he's too damn pretty. But here it is, Angel Hernandez and Bryce Harper goes on a meltdown. The only cool part about this, besides another thing proving Angel Hernandez sucks at everything, is that Bryce Harper throws his helmet into the stands and a kid gets it, and then Bryce goes and signs it for the kid. And the kid's a Bryce Harper fanatic, so made a memory, right? Made a great memory. But here it is. I'm gonna play this real quick.
Bottom third, Bryce Harper's up the first pitch outside, doesn't want it. The next pitch, maybe did he offer? They appeal. Says no, not even close. Next pitch, yes. Big old swing straight through it. 2-1, doesn't need it. It's outside. 3-1 pitch. Ooh, nice one. Okay, count is full. Lock in. Come on, Bryce. Oh, did he go?
Didn't even come close.
Yes, says Angel Hernandez. Are you serious? There's no fucking way. That's terrible. Oh, you're done. Are you shitting me? That's fucking terrible. You're garbage. There's no fucking way. Are you shitting me? There's no fucking way I fucking went. That's so fucking bad. You fucking shitting me? Are you serious? You swung. You swung. Angel Hernandez is such a weirdo, man. Just standing there taking this abuse the whole time. I mean, what else are you going to do? And then just a very casual, you swung. Bullshit. Fuck you. That's so bad. You're terrible. Terrible. You'll see. Angel Hernandez. You'll see. You'll see. Unfortunately, you're not really going to see. Bryce isn't really going to see.
That is not a swing.
Really a swing. No. So Angel Hernandez smugly saying, you'll see. You'll see. Bryce goes, you'll see. You'll see. You're actually the one that's going to see. Okay. Now the manager is going to talk to him and he's like, swing. It was a swing. The one before he held, that one he went. And so this was the two swings. This is the one before, and then on the right is the one where he says he went. So he said
they're identical.
Left, Bryce held.
What the fuck, Angel?
But the other one, he went. They're pretty identical.
Yeah.
Bryce gets his bat head to the same spot.
Jesus. I mean, seriously. How does this guy still have a job? Thank you, John Bowie Media, by the way. I appreciate it. Yeah, he got a huge fine for throwing his helmet in the stands. Fuck Joe Torre. Fuck him in his head. Fuck that dude. He is such a bitch. He is. He should. I mean, I hate, with the exception of Theo Epstein, I hate probably every single person in MLB front office, if you will, if you want to call it that. Rob Manfred's just, and Joe Torre's.
I mean, there's got to be a rating system.
There is, but they don't do shit with it. There is. One, they don't publish it. That's what I'm getting correct, and they don't do anything about it. They don't do anything to any of these guys.
If they publish it, they'd have to do something about it. So therefore, they don't publish it.
No, I don't need a new mic. I just need to take care of this one and stop unplugging it like an asshole.
No, for one reason or another, I think someone played with the dials on the back of the mic, because now you can't hear it when you're turning right.
I don't know what's going on. I'll just keep it right here.
I think the buttons on the back are directional type deals. So now you're not.
How about now? Can you hear me all over the place?
Yeah. But for one reason or another, when you go back and forth in the middle, now you're disappearing. So I don't know.
I'm disappearing now.
More so than go to your right.
Okay.
You can hear it perfectly. Go to the center.
All right. How about here?
You're very light. Now go to your left.
How about now?
Perfect. It's now when you're in the middle, you don't hear it.
I'm turning the mic. How about this? Sound good now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll just play with some buttons. Union. That's how he still got a job. I guess so, man. I guess so. Looking forward. Look, I got Atlanta. I can't believe you'd be silly not to bet on Atlanta, but Philly, man, some reason they just got their number.
Yeah.
I think that Arizona could beat the Dodgers. Yeah, I guess. I mean, look at what they did. I mean, Clayton Kershaw was getting destroyed yesterday. Yeah. Can Texas keep this up? I believe they can. I think Bruce Bochy, coming out of retirement to manage them. It's been a difficult season for Texas. They lost Jacob deGrom at the beginning of the season. That was supposed to be their savior. Then they trade for Max Scherzer. He gets hurt. I don't know if he's on the roster or not. If Chris, if you can figure that out, if he's on the roster for this series or not. It's alleged that he might be pitching one of these games because Texas is off their set up for the rotation. So I wonder if Max is going to come in and do an opener. I don't know. Or if they're going to hold him off for the ALCS if they were to make it. Now, these are all 5-game series now. So winning the game, the first game gives you home field advantage, but it's still a 5-game series. So I don't know. I don't think Minnesota can beat Houston. They gave it hell yesterday, but I think Houston's just too deep and too experienced, and shit, man, they've been in this position 7 years in a row. So I mean, I think they have it. It's really interesting. The ones I'm really watching is Texas, Baltimore, and Philly, Atlanta, because I think out of those two is who you're going to have in the World Series. Now, it'd be hilarious if Philly does it again, as long as they win. Last year they lost the World Series, but it was a hell of a run. I had a lot of fun calling the games. We may do that again this year. I did figure out, I asked somebody why we were having issues, and I figured it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we can't do StreamYard. We have to Skype in or Zoom in together. You pull our audio from that, and we go from there. We cannot do StreamYard. It's pumping too much audio through too many different channels, and it just fucks it up. But go Braves, go Diamondbacks, where they play for rings in the desert. I'll give my love to Minnesota, but I don't think you're going to be able to get it done. But if you do, I love you. And the Rangers, what a story. Hopefully they beat up. I love the Baltimore Orioles story. This is funny. This series that pops, Texas and Baltimore.
Yeah.
2 teams that 2 years ago lost 100 games.
Yeah.
And 2 years later, they're fighting in the playoffs, which I think is pretty fucking cool. I think that's pretty neat. So I'm trying to see. I know I got some other stuff. Why do I have this up? Weird.
The Rangers got pretty much handled today. They got them by 11-5 right now in the bottom of the ninth.
The Rangers got them?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, I mean, yeah, there you go. What else was I gonna hear? Let's see here. I think I had something I put in here from Instagram. Okay. This is gonna take it. Here we go. This is pretty funny. Just a little end of the season love between a pitcher and a hitter, you know. Here we go. Ready, go.
Here we go. Top of the third inning. Tigers up on the Dodgers 1-0. No outs. Runners on first and second. An 0-1 count to Zach McKinstry. Here comes the pitch, and boom! Right off the shoulder of Zach McKinstry. Right off the shoulder. That had to hurt. He's not happy about it. He looks back. Give the fucking ball down. He's really pissed about it. He's walking at first, and he looks over at Bobby and says, "That's twice. That's twice." Man, even on purpose. What do you mean? Takes off the arm guard, takes off the shin guard, goes to first base. Bobby just staring over there. Bobby says, "Get to first." AJ Hinch comes out. He's talking to him. "I'm not going to fight anybody. I'm just saying." Jeez. "Yeah, I'm good." Yep. Mm-hmm. Zach's over there. Freddie says something funny. But we talked to Bobby about it after the game in the clubhouse, and here's what he had to say.
I don't know. You know, he tried telling me that was twice. Got missed inside on a pitch and hit him. Obviously, it wasn't on purpose, but you know, I'm not here to make him feel comfortable in the box. So that's it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your job. Not your job to make the batter comfortable. Your job is to not make them feel comfortable. Your job is to strike them out and you need to throw inside. And sometimes when you throw inside,
his job is to keep them off base.
You miss. Well, yeah, but you know, how do you do that?
He's not doing a real good job of that.
You do it by making them uncomfortable. And you know, you hit a guy. Now, I get it. You know, when it gets up close, it gets up high, that's scary. I don't like throwing at guys' heads. I never threw at a guy's head, but I'll pelt one in your rib cage for sure. If I see you just scooting up like a little bitch right up into the plate and trying to take away my strike zone, no. You know, and guys are still scared, but it's kind of, I think it's starting to come around a little bit that pitchers are throwing more inside. And unfortunately, because of that, guys are getting hit more. But, oh, well, don't cheat up on the base. Don't do it. You're going to take one in the ribs in the back. And I don't care. I don't care if it's a 78-mile-an-hour curveball that hits you in the back. That shit still hurts.
Yeah.
Now, if it's 98, it really hurts.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. Some of these guys just don't go down permanently and have with broken ribs, but a lot of them, you know, they do it. You know, it's all the talk about football players always play hurt. Well, guess what? So do baseball players. Try if you have any ability to take some batting practice and hit a foul ball off your instep on your front foot. You want to see that's come to Jesus. You're gonna see Jesus pain. It hurts. And then you gotta get back in the box and keep hitting and running and playing the rest of the game. You wouldn't believe how much that hurts. It is brutal. That's why so many guys wear that armor all day long. Let's see, what else did I have up here that were that's Pook stuff. Let's see, what did Sarah Lang have for me? Oh yes, this is great. So normally I don't like this. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna take my outfit off because I want to show off my shirt that I have. So give me 1 second.
now we can't see the shirt. Plus your plus baseball's best. But your volume was gone again. No volume now. Nothing.
All right, now we're good.
There you go. Now you're back.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with this. Like, this is crazy. Hold on for a second.
Yeah.
I think what it is it keeps switching mics between the actual one I want to use.
Yeah.
And my webcam mic.
Yeah.
So it runs home to mama anytime things go wrong. Oh my gosh, this is annoying. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but it is.
You didn't know you had to be an engineer.
No, that's why I need a fucking producer, and I can't get this fucking thing in. Jesus criminy. Oh, why are you being so difficult? All right, this is what we're gonna do here. Hold
It
on.
only goes in one way.
Yeah, that's what she said.
No, but we all know it goes in a couple ways.
Well,
ways.
Where the hell? There. How about now? You good now?
Well, just put your mic down, and because you're on the other microphone now.
All right.
You're gonna have to go back to settings to get that microphone going. Because I think you're on the main mic, the mic from the PC.
Great. This is fucking great. All right. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna have to. Yeah.
We'll go to settings.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, we could have a whole deal on setting up audio because it's not supposed to be that difficult, but it sure can be. Oh, wow.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah. So, I was about to play something allegedly. Yeah. So I'm not a big fan of and I don't know anybody who actually is, of the mic'd up player. Sometimes it's really good, but most of the time it's terrible.
Yeah.
This was actually great. This was fucking hilarious.
The guy at the shortstop.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Right. So this is from my girl Sarah Langs. You can follow her on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Get it bigger.
At SLANGS on sports. Sarah was a researcher and part of Baseball Tonight at ESPN for many years. Last year got diagnosed with ALS. That's why I have this shirt. Just Google it. Baseball is the best. # baseball is the best, and you'll find this shirt. I think it was like 30 some odd bucks, and all the proceeds go to research for ALS, which is a fucking unfortunately a death sentence. And it is, you're a baseball fan, it's our disease. It's called Lou Gehrig's disease because it was one of the first people that kind of was diagnosed with it. But
he wasn't the first diagnosed, but he was the first
big
ball player.
Right.
That was diagnosed with it.
So it got the moniker Lou Gehrig's disease. But this is a great mic'd up moment, one of the few ever. So
this is great. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Los Angeles Dodgers shortstop Rojas.
Hey, we're comfortable.
Thank you. What else are you using from Kike?
Yeah. So when Kike got traded, we kind of swing the same bat, and he got a bat from Marucci that I really like, and I've been like using his bats and he gets here, and I don't think it's been a surprise that as soon as I start. Sorry guys, need to make this play real quick.
Okay. We're comfortable.
Thank you. Well, Not that comfortable. It's the first
Sorry,
time doing
guys.
this, but
Sorry, guys. Gotta make this play real quick.
That was what I was going to say. It's the saving grace of the Mike player. That was an awesome deal.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He's like, sorry. Yeah, I got to do my job here real quick. So that was good. That was cool. Doc said, I'd love to do it again. It was fun. Yeah. It was, I think we could do it again for like a game and see how it goes. It's extremely difficult and taxing, but especially for me, I'm doing all the fucking play-by-play. It's way harder than you think it is, especially when you get into it. And that's actually the first game I called from start to finish and somehow pulled it off. There's something else here I had.
And I'll tell you what's tough. I televised a softball game.
Yeah.
With guys on my team.
Yeah.
Playing. So you got guys from 20 to 55 playing softball against high school guys.
Ah.
Oh, was that fun?
So we all know, unfortunately, Tim Wakefield passed away last week from brain cancer.
Yeah.
One of the best in the game, one of the best guys to ever play the game. And, you know, I always make fun of people who lose their minds when some singer dies or whatever, but I guess I kind of get it because I have so many fond memories of Tim Wakefield. Being a Boston fan, you know, they've being a Cubs fan, you have to identify with somebody who struggled with you, right? Now you always need another team in the other league, and Boston was always my team.
Yeah.
And you know, in 2003, the Cubs imploded, and then 2004, I'm watching the Red Sox implode down 3-0, and they win the next four. And Tim was part of that. Tim was also he threw the pitch that was knocked out. I think it was a year before by Aaron Boone of all people. But yeah, this is great. I gotta show this to you again. This is courtesy of Sarah Lang on her Twitter, which is at SLANGS on sports. On the day Tim Wakefield passed away, George Kirby decided to break out a knuckleball.
Yeah.
Now watch this knuckleball, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa! Dude, why are you throwing anything else? Look at that thing. Holy fuck.
It was going to be inside, and it turned out down the middle, but low.
Low, and quite possibly could have been called a strike. It was pretty close.
Yeah, it could have been because just the depth of the ball is unreal.
Yeah, it was a great showing. Here's another thing I'm going to show of Tim Wakefield. If I can pause it. Yes, I did. No, what are you doing? Why are you playing?
Did Negro teach him that?
I don't know.
Knuckleball.
So Tim was a infielder coming up, and just kind of didn't have it, and for whatever reason, he decided to pick up the knuckleball.
Yeah,
and just ran with it. Like, I got to do anything to stay in the game, to go to the yard every day and get paid. And he just got it. Look at this spin on this knuckleball. It is insane. Watch this. It should be ready. The delay should be good. All right, here we go. Look! I'm sorry. What the fuck? I mean,
your Uncle Tom used to be able to throw an unbelievable knuckleball.
Yeah.
Now, he caught almost all of his career, but he loved the knuckleball.
Yeah.
And he had the hands to be able to throw it because he had monster hands.
Yeah.
And
well, that helps. Yeah.
Yeah. But just playing around, he says knuckler, and my God, I didn't know where I was going to catch this son of a bitch.
I hear you. Yeah. Well, I can't remember who it was. Because Doc was here. He'd know who it was. Who used to catch Tim had this monstrous catcher's glove. It wasn't,
if you were catching a knuckleballer, you got a monster glove.
Yeah, it was like a first baseman's glove. Yeah. Like it wasn't, with the big padding and everything, because you're throwing it like 70-ish, right? Even and it's hard. And so you used the first baseman's glove. I don't know if it was Rossi, but yeah, it's there. And I hope. I mean, if I'm George Kirby and I throw that knuckleball and it goes like that, I'm like, dude, I'm throwing that shit a lot more. Talk about saving your arm, man. Like, I mean, there's nothing to it. You're not putting anything behind it.
No, and right. You got no speed to it whatsoever. You're just natural throwing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. I gotta think about Tony Gwynn. I want to pull up, but for some reason it's being an a-hole. Here. We'll do it this way. Do. Here, watch this. Doom. All right. Now cooperate. Jesus, whatever. Fine. We'll figure it out. Instagram's being an a-hole. There we go. All right.
They bring in a left-hander.
Well, the left-hander in face left-hander Tony Gwynn.
And Tony comes to hit. And the left-hander hadn't even thrown a pitch yet, and the skies open up. Game suspended.
It is a torrential downpour right now, and that's it. So Tony Gwynn will have to wait.
That means the next day, the same lineup has to start. We're walking up the tunnel at Riverfront, going up to the clubhouse. And he turns to me and goes, "Hey, Flan, tomorrow this guy is going to throw me a first pitch slider. I'm going to hit it in the left center field gap. The score is going to be tied. Be ready." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, whatever. Okay." Sure enough, the next evening,
here's Tony Gwynn.
First pitch, slider, bangs it in the left center field.
He's got a base hit.
Both runs score. He gets to second base and goes.
Now, though, it's been raining pretty hard here in Cincinnati.
We go back out to start again. They're ahead 2-0. They bring in a left-hander.
Well, the left-hander in face left-hander Tony.
Oh, that was it. But yeah, very sorry. Predict a day ahead of the time. Predicted the pitch. Predicted where he was going to hit it. And then the next day fucking did it. Like, unbelievable, man. And the nicest guy. Unbelievably ran into him after playing a rec league game on the weekend in San Diego. And I run into Tony Gwynn on at a gas station. And I still got my cleats on. And I'm like, I don't go in there with those cleats. I'm like, I'm just getting gas. And I'm like, what? Holy shit, you're Tony Gwynn. He goes, yeah. I'm like, fuck. I don't even know what to say to you, man. You're amazing. Thank you. Just thank you. He was, he's very humble and everything. It was great. Shook his hand. It was amazing. He was like, "You want an autograph?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "No disrespect. I met you, shook your hand. That's good enough for me." Another thing at the end of the season I want to talk about was the impending retirement of Miguel Cabrera. Now, this guy kind of got lost in the sauce in Detroit. Now, he had a couple good years there in Detroit, MVP years, Triple Crown years in Detroit. I think 2012 he won the Triple Crown, I think. So I need Doc here so he can fucking, look shit up. But and call me on my bullshit. But Chris Benoit, if you're still here, you can call me out on that. But Miguel Cabrera joins Willie Mays and Hank Aaron as the only players in the AL/NL history to finish their career with 300 plus average, 500 home runs, and 3,000 hits.
Yeah.
You're a gangster, Miggy. Gangster.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry about all the bullshit gifts you got this year because allegedly Miggy has a drinking problem and has been a recovering alcoholic for quite a long time. And half the teams in the league gave him fucking booze.
Yeah.
Including you know what the Oakland Athletics gave him?
Right.
An $80 bottle of booze. $80 bottle. $80. The Oakland A's. You could spring for it. You could buy a bottle of Louis the 14th. No, that was going to break the bank. What a piece of shit owner they have there. I mean, it's just the worst. Actually, I took his passing really hard. Wake's wife is ill too. Yeah, she's got cancer as well. It was Jason Varitek who caught him. Awesome. Yes, it's 2012. It was the Triple Crown season for Miggy. Home runs, average, RBIs. Like, just what a fucking hitter, man. What a hitter. All right, to football. Got to refresh my page here real quick. We'll do a little football scores. All right, so week 5 of the NFL. Da-da-da, da-da-da. Miami trounced the New York Giants 31-16. The New Orleans Saints bitch slapped the Hoodie, aka Emperor Palpatine, 34-0. Wow, dude. I don't know about you, Hoodie, but it might be time to call it a day, son. Baltimore is fighting. It was playing Pittsburgh. They lost 17-10. Tennessee was defeated by Indianapolis 23-16. Carolina got smoked in an obviously very great defensive game, 42-24 by Detroit Lions. Houston fell to Atlanta 21-19. Two teams aren't going to really amount to much. Philadelphia escaped the Rams 23-14. Cincinnati Bengals finally showed up. Joe Burrow connected with Jamar Chase for a 64-yard touchdown. It's still not going to let my wife win fantasy football, which I'm a little her game this week. I'm a little upset about that, but that's okay. The New York Jets behind Zach Wilson dealing, son. Zach Wilson under the tutelage of one Aaron Rodgers has finally turned into what most would say at least an above average quarterback. You know, he fought Kansas City last week, and the refs, who are all Swifties apparently, gave a couple of really good calls to the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Jets lost. But Zach Wilson has stepped up very noticeably for the New York Jets. So Jet fans, do not lose hope. I think Aaron Rodgers is getting this kid in it.
Yeah, I mean, they scored plenty today.
Yeah, 31. Yeah. And fantasy football players out there, if you're looking for a backup QB, Zach Wilson might be your guy.
Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Minnesota Vikings 27-20. Dallas plays San Francisco tonight at 8:20 Eastern Standard Time on NBC. And Monday night, my Green Bay Packers at 8:15 face the Las Vegas Raiders. So we got that going. All right, next up is our fantasy football station.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, come on, Pops. It's not that bad.
I was 3-0, and now I walked 2 in a row.
Well, you know what? We all need to worry about the Combat Santa, baby, because that motherfucker's coming hard again. Coming hard again. First game on the docket, of course. I guess it just comes like this because I'm signed into the league. But Tacos Ghost Monkey, if you don't know what the hell that is, go to YouTube and look up the league. Great show. 4 seasons, all about fantasy football and the weird relationships that people have in and about it. But so original prediction between me and Pops, I was supposed to go down by about just over 3 points. As of right now, the score is 180-149. Live projection is 232-149. Justin Jefferson fucked you bad. He was supposed to have a blow-up game, supposed to have 28 points, got 7. That's where you lost, right there. Tyreek Hill, what? Yeah, 181 receiving yards, 8 receptions, 2 40-yard receiving catches, and a touchdown that was like, I don't know how far, 60-some odd yards. So that was the toughest pick. I'm sitting there where I am in the draft, and I'm like, fuck. Because I always go running back, wide receiver, tight end, quarterback, and then figure the rest out as we go. And I saw Tyreek Hill And I'm like, God damn it, I can't pass that dude up, can I? Like, shit.
I had him last year. He was awesome last year, too.
Yeah. And it was funny because you got the alerts, right? Every time you get a big play, you get the alerts, and every time it was funny because say I'm playing Pops and he has Tua Tagovailoa, whatever the fuck his name is, as the Miami quarterback, and I have Tyreek Hill, who's the number one receiver. So I bet you were getting alerts at the same time.
Probably.
Yeah, that like, 50-yard pass to Tyreek Hill. And I'm like, yeah, doesn't really help me because he's getting the points for it too. It's like, fuck, oh, Jesus. So, yeah.
Well, what really bugs me is I got my defense scored 46 points and I still lost.
Yeah, your defense went absolutely off this week. And hey, that's why I changed the scoring system this year. I wanted to make it more exciting. Big plays and fumbles and fumble recovery should be rewarded. But it looks like I'm gonna take this one down, sir, because I think the best you're gonna do is 149.82. You're locked out.
I think I'm done. Yeah.
You are done, and I'm gonna get 232, which isn't my highest score of the year, but it's damn close. A lot hinges really on tonight's game, San Francisco and Dallas, because Dallas got a pretty good D. They've been beat, but I don't know if they face as much talent as San Francisco, because San Francisco got a great D too. So Nick Bosa's on a whole other level of psychopath. So I don't know. We'll see. But hopefully they come through, and hopefully my boy Aaron Jones comes through on Monday night and gives me at least what he's supposed to give me. We'll see. Next game on the docket. Blame it on the crayons, which is Kyle, who stunk it up at the beginning here, playing his wife, who's I don't even. She's not even setting her lineup. So I'm gonna tell Kyle I'm gonna kick your wife out of the league. I am. Why? If you don't set your lineup, then fucking what are you doing here? We'll kick you out and we'll split your players. But yeah, blame it on the crayons. Kyle's teams. He's gonna smoke her. That's a non-factor. I don't even want to spend any time on that bullshit. Can you dig us, Nikki? Which is Lunchbox playing her husband is getting smoked by her husband right now. Projection is 166. That's weird. 6666.
Yeah.
Evil. Mark of the devil. No, I need a young priest and old priest. No. But yeah, it looks like
76.14. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's bad. That's real bad. Everybody on that team shit the bed, and she didn't set her lineup. We're gonna have some talks about this. Not acceptable at all. Especially when you're playing. I mean, dude, even when I play my wife, I tell her, "Hey, you got somebody who's on a bye. You need to put somebody in there." Even I do that. All right, Combat Santa, who's on a fucking tear, son of a bitch. Michelle's having her best scoring game of the year, and she's gonna lose. Combat Santa's just got this one, man. Unfortunately, 195 live projection to 178. That's over. J-Dub versus Pook Picks. Looks like J-Dub's going down. Looks like he's going down. He's still got Jordan Love go. Wow, you got Jordan Love going, dude. All right, Mad Faith. Also, though, he has McCaffrey going, who I don't know, in our league last week scored like 70-some-odd points. It was stupid.
That's wild that Mahomes didn't score for shit today.
Yeah, well, I mean, 25 points. Yeah, he was projected to do 34 and only got 25. That's still not that bad, but
no, but it's not what you expect out of Mahomes.
No, for sure. I get that. But looks like Pook's going to edge him out unless, I mean, this is actually a little too close to call because of the way we have big plays set up in this league this year. McCaffrey gets a 45-yard TD run. Jordan Love throws a couple 40-yard touchdown passes, and he blows right by Pook. Because Pook is just about done. Well, he's still got
McCaffrey in there too.
He's got Watson, Pollard, and Deebo Samuel, which I think he needs to dump. But whatever. So it's kind of too close to call, actually, because too many big plays could happen. And this asshole, Full Metal Vet, aka Tim Latore, live projection right now is 219 to 134.
He's pretty much got that.
He's got that one down. Unfortunately for my boy Pterodactyl, he's gonna get smoked. Even in a loss, Kirk Cousins got 25 points. Stephon Diggs got 34 for him. Cooper Kupp, who finally came back this week, got 23. What's his name? Hall from the Jets, 170 rushing yards, 140-yard rushing TD, 1 rushing touchdown. Just smoked it. And that's about it. So we'll see what happens.
That's amazing, though, how the backup quarterback is doing unbelievably well for the Jets.
Mm-hmm. It is. Zach Wilson, when he stops trying to bang his teammates' moms, he actually can play some good football when he listens to Aaron Rodgers. Which, say what you want about Aaron. He fucking knows football.
Yeah.
And he's been pretty successful. 3 consecutive NFL MVPs. The only other person to do that was Brett Favre. And Jordan Love, though, I mean, it's funny being a Packers fan. You think about it, we had 30 years almost of unbelievable quarterback play. And we're all just chomping at the bit, hoping that Jordan Love pans out. And so far,
you got to remember, I lived through the Bart Starr era.
I'm born and grew up, and the Packers are absolutely fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here comes Brett Favre, So that wraps
Your
up.
mom and I went to a Packers game against the Bengals.
Yeah.
At Lambeau Field.
Nice.
And I swear we were the only Bengals fans in that whole stadium.
Yeah, but not a very
not
a hostile environment, though, was it?
No.
No, it's Green Bay. It's like, no, we're not like that. We're not,
They're more laid back, but
yeah.
But they let us know we were rooting for the wrong team.
Oh, well, sure, that's fine. And I think you're a lunatic going to any other team's stadium wearing the opposing team's garb. I think you're crazy.
Hey, I had to root for them because the brewery got me the tickets.
Well, yeah, but I would never do it. I would just show up in just regular street clothes and call it a day at that point. Like, you catch me rooting for them, fine. But I'm not throwing on the garb. I'm not putting makeup on or any shit like that. Like, I'm too temperamental for that kind of shit. I'm gonna get in a fight, and I'm about to be 47 this year. Pops, how old are you gonna be this year? We have the same birthday, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know that,
75.
So I'm gonna be 47. He's gonna be 75. 28th birthday present was me.
That's like a diamond anniversary, isn't it? So somebody's got to come up and get me a diamond. That's all there is to it.
Well, it's not going to be me. Sorry about your luck. Sorry about your luck, but it is not going to be me.
Emotional damage.
Oh, wow.
All right. So I covered football, covered a little bit of baseball, covered some fantasy. I think it's time we give Pops his due diligence, and then maybe we'll wrap it up with a little bit of general talk. Yeah. But I'm going to try
bring up the motorsports.
Yes, the motorsports. Uno momento. Por favor. Oh, right. Here we go. Start. There we are, NASCAR.
Yeah, and it's playoff season in NASCAR, and it has been an exciting playoff so far. We got our guys from Milwaukee in the midst of it as far as the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series goes. Go to the next slide.
Yes, sir.
And there are the playoff drivers in the Truck Series.
Terrible picture.
Yeah, it is. And let's wait till you see the next one. Not the next one, but the next group like this anyway. Go down to the next slide and you see who's left.
Sure.
Boop, 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 boop. And there you have the guys that are left. And you got Corey Heim, Carson Holtzevar, Christian X, and Nick Sanchez. Grant Anfinger, Ben Rhodes, Ty Majeski, that's our Milwaukee boy, and Zane Smith. Now, Nick Sanchez, he looked pretty good in this picture, but he had a I don't know what you want to call it. It was a tough deal with Craftsman because Matt Crafton got, I don't know, it to me it looked like a racing accident. Crafton was on the outside of 3, and Matt Crafton was the number 2 driver in the line, and Matt Crafton, I think, got tangled up with Nick Craftsman. And after the race was over, Crafton got out of the race, got in his street clothes, and confronted Nick Sanchez.
Oh, is this the guy who got his ass beat?
Yeah. He got cold cocked. Now, there's 2 different stories to this. And Nick Crafton said, look, I don't mind fighting, but when you get sucker punched.
Oh, is that what happened? He got sucker punched?
Well, Crafton's story is that he was walking back to his trailer. He got tapped on the shoulder. He turned around and got decked.
Ah, well, that's a sucker punch.
And it was a great punch because it cut him right on the eyebrow. So I'm sure he had to have a couple stitches for that. And the fight got broken up at that point. So he says, I didn't get any revenge. And I'm more than willing to fight. I just don't like sucker punches. However, he said some other things.
No.
Like, I'm going to kill you, motherfucker, next week.
I just saw it, just put him in a ring together.
Well, Crafton got fined $25,000, and Nick Sanchez got fined $5,000 for the fight.
Hold on a second.
I guess
Devil
that's
Dog
the best
said,
way to explain it.
Devil Dog said, I'm going to bed. Love y'all. Alyssa said our lineup. I did it for it. Well, you fucked up. So I don't know. Do better? Question mark. I love you too, Doc, man. And I love Alyssa. Get some rest. And I think you're going to agree in a couple weeks that we're going to switch the bar from Saturday to Friday during the winter because it'll give us a day in between the bar and sports church, which will allow you to not be so devastated the next day. Give you a day of brief, and me as well. All right. Anyways, keep going, Pops. I apologize for interrupting.
All right. Well, anyway, these are the 8 guys that are going to Homestead. And after the Homestead race, it gets knocked down to 4.
How many races left?
2.
Okay.
Homestead and then Phoenix.
Okay.
All right.
2
So
very
now you
boring
go
tracks.
down, next slide.
Ugh. I needed to fix that. I know they like going south because it's getting cold, but could you pick any more exciting tracks? And they're both very boring tracks.
That is very true.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's shrunk.
See, there's the other bad slide. So this is the Xfinity drivers.
Yes.
And this is the 12 of them that were in there. Next slide shows you who's left. And the amazing thing, this is your 8 guys that are left.
Yeah.
And Sam Mayer was going to be out. However, he won yesterday. So this is his second road course win of the season. He's got 3 wins. I don't understand the third one, the other win, because the other win was at Raceway Park in Indianapolis. But anyway,
yeah,
how that falls in with his 2 road course wins, I don't know. So but anyway, Sam is in the final 8. They go to Homestead, and well, I got the rest of this scenes in there. Let me go to the next slide.
Sure.
And that's your Cup Series playoff guys. And the next slide, they're going to be going to Las Vegas, Homestead, and Martinsville. And the 8 guys in the playoff now are William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Denny Hamlin, who finished like 36th today. That surprised me. But Denny is always, he never gets to the win. So maybe this is his year. Christopher Bell, Chris Buescher, Martin Truex, Kyle Larson, and Brad Keselowski. Those are the guys that got 3 more races to go before it gets cut down to the final 4. And the next slide shows where the final 4 is going to be.
Oh, no, there we go. Phoenix Raceway, 1 mile.
Yeah, they got 2 1.5 and then a half mile track to cut the field down to 4, and then they go to Phoenix for really a winner take all. And the wild part is you don't have to win the race to win the championship. You just got to beat all your other competitors.
I hate the 1.5 mile cookie cutter tracks, man. They're boring, uneventful.
Well, the neat part about this, go back to the previous slide.
Yeah.
You got Las Vegas, which is high banked, very, very, very fast.
Yes.
Then you go
Homestead
to Homestead,
is flat
which
as fuck.
is intermediate.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you got Martinsville, which is just a driver's track all the way.
Paperclip. That's what they call it, right?
A little over half a mile and relatively flat. It's got the concrete corners with the asphalt straights. So it's a very, very, and it's probably one of the oldest tracks on the circuit.
Yeah, because they got rid of Darlington, right? They don't race there anymore.
No, Darlington's still in there.
Is it? Where am I thinking they got rid of? Is it Rock?
Well, Rockingham, I think, is coming back for a special race next year.
Is it cool? Yeah, because that used to be like the track that drivers feared more than before restrictor plate racing came around. It was Rockingham.
The other thing they did though is that they're repaving it. I guess is the best way to describe it.
Yeah,
and that's going to make the track very interesting to say the very least.
Right.
Next slide is where they're going. Then we go to Formula One. And
look at these kids. How many permission slips have been signed for these guys to go race? Jesus, and stop being so pretty. It's annoying. You can't be that good looking. Stop it. Go away. Piss off.
Well, anyway, you got Max again. He won again.
Weird.
But
crazy.
This is the neat part. Look at second and third. Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris. McLaren takes second and third, which is outrageous.
What, man? They've been dying for this for years, haven't they? McLaren's just been eating shit, and now they're back.
George Russell came in third or fourth. First, second, third, fourth. George Russell was in fourth.
That guy's just got vagina flying in his face, right?
And Charles Leclerc came in fifth. So,
Jesus,
it was an interesting set of races.
Sure. How many more we got to go?
I don't know. Maybe 4. You got 2 races. They got the Circuit of Americas, and you got Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I got a Mexican one too, I think.
I can't.
It's the Vegas. They have 5 left at very most.
When is the Vegas race, and what time, and where can we watch it? I think that's going to be really cool.
I think it's going to be on ABC. I'm not sure. Hang on, let me see what it says. Let's see, Las Vegas F1.
I had to do it. Sorry.
It is going to be race. It's going to be on November 18th. Hotel track layout, press, article, media accreditation. No, I don't want it. Oh, by the way, they wanted to accredit me for that, and I go, no, I don't think so. I could say television. All right. TV.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
In the United States. Except all, okay. Wow. Is that you playing or me playing it?
No, it's me doing it. I'm just trying to fill the time until you get the answers. That's all I'm doing. Don't worry.
Yeah. This is
keep going. Keep going.
The Las Vegas guys are having really hard time promoting this race, and I don't know why, but they are having nothing but troubles. They have sold out a bunch of the group tickets, which is nice to see.
Sure.
But oh man, I can't go from one slide to the next slide. Oh God.
Well, that is the end of the slides, anyways. At least far as on my end. So
yeah. No, I'm trying to go from slides on the Las Vegas website, and I can't get through that. Let's see, Las Vegas Grand Prix TV. Come on, where they would think schedule circuit.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'll do a little quick thing that Doc sent me, talking about old school pitchers and you know how awesome they are. So innings pitched per game by Bob Gibson in 1968. Definitely would not want to swing against this guy ever. Because I didn't like righties anyways. My batting average against righties was half what it was against lefties, so it wasn't good. But innings pitched per game by Bob Gibson in 1968. 7 innings, 7 innings, 9 innings, 9 innings, 12, 11, 8, 9.2, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 11, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 10, 8, 9, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, and 9. Jesus. Are you serious? What the hell happened? Like, I don't know who led the league in innings pitched, but I bet you it wasn't over 185 innings. 3-0 Twins in the second, Chris. Oh my God, the Twins are gonna do this? Are they gonna do this? Are they gonna go Twins? Go Twins. Start begging. If I was a Twins fan, hey Chris, is it in Houston? Give me that real quick, because if it is, I would have brought a fucking collapsible trash can or something as a Twins fan to start banging on it every time the Houston pitcher was up. I mean, they got, I love Justin Verlander. Like, I've showed this clip so many times. I think it's the most gangster shit you would ever do. And if you're a pitcher and you're a single guy, you should do this. Like, you should do this as a pitcher. Like, come on, this is like the coolest thing ever. You're a stud. You play baseball for a living. You're worth millions of dollars, and you could, it's not hard meeting people, but meeting the right one. By the way, I think they have like fucking 12 kids at this point. If they don't, but this is the most gangster move ever by a pitcher in a Major League Baseball game to pick up a chick. and he picked her up, married her, and made a bunch of kids. But look at this. This is great.
That is the lovely Kate Upton. And Justin Verlander tossing her baseball.
And he stares her down, throws it to her,
loved.
stares her down. Like, yeah. And then turns his back to her like a gangster. Just said, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just get 7 innings, 2 hit ball, got like 8 strikeouts. It throws it to her, gives her a little sting, and then turns around, turns his back to her. Like, oh, crushed it. Now she's on the hunt because he turned his back. I love it. He's a gangster. I would love to just talk to the guy. He's hilarious. That move is just gangster. What?
You're not going to be able to see the Las Vegas race because it's carried only by ESPN. The Circuit of America's race is probably going to be covered by ESPN and ABC.
So Las Vegas. Who's got Las Vegas again? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Who's got Las Vegas race again?
ESPN.
I can get it. No worries. Michelle says hi, pops.
Oh, yeah, definitely high. Definitely high.
You need to get back up here.
For me.
Yeah, you need to get back up here because Edie is becoming quite the character. Especially like 5 o'clock in the morning on the dot.
Oh, really?
And I'm like, this is 2.5 hours before I have to get up and go to work. What are you doing to me?
You going to work early now? You going in 9 o'clock?
Well, I was going to work early.
Yeah.
Not last week and not in the next couple of weeks because I put like 12 hours overtime in my check.
Yeah.
And I lost money.
How the hell did you do that?
That check was $100 less than the previous check. Taxes, man.
Because the money was so much more, so they took all the more taxes out.
Yeah, it's overtime for me is $25+ an hour.
Yeah.
So it bumped me up and I lost. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I killed myself for 2 weeks to make less money than I did the 2 weeks prior. So not doing that. So yeah, I've settled on a kind of 8 hours pay period overtime. Yeah. Anything over that is I'm just fucking myself with taxes.
They should be able to annualize your pay so that you don't get the big jumps in there. In other words,
you would think.
Yeah.
You would think. There was one more thing here I want to get.
The schedules are out. NASCAR schedules are out.
Okay.
And Bristol is no longer going to be a dirt race.
Oh, well, I'm fine with that. That was kind of stupid.
And they are going to what the heck is the racetrack in Iowa?
Anyway. The one that we went to and we had to argue with the police officer. That one?
No, that was
Chicago.
Chicagoland.
Yeah.
This is Iowa, and they haven't gone there, but that's the track that Rusty was integral in.
Yeah.
So they're doing that. And the truck series is definitely going back to Milwaukee next year. So those things are kind of neat to see. Finally, I should say.
I like that. I don't know why. I know why NASCAR isn't all up on Milwaukee, but I think that's a great track for them to go to. But it's all about the money. It's all about the promotion, and that is a very hard track to race at. I think
the problem is that the promoters have not been able to get the sponsorship that they need to afford NASCAR's road.
Yeah, well, Greeks are dirty fucks, so go figure. Yeah, they tried to do that shit for years and couldn't fucking make it because they were just robbing the kilt. So
and I mean they tried to recruit Menards.
Yeah,
and
that would have been great.
Yeah, except in Menards doesn't see the return on it because Menards is a regional deal, and have national broadcasts, it doesn't do any good.
Yeah.
But who knows? It may change.
Oh, did I was just refreshing the scores on NFL.
Yeah.
And so the 49ers are up 7-0 over the Cowboys. The Bills lost? Did that just happen? I guess it did just happen. Jaguars beat the Bills. Oh, that was this morning. That happens. They're playing in London. How the hell did I not see? Anyways, doesn't matter. Yeah, that's about all we got, guys. Thank you for tuning in, sharing us out. We had the brother Bishop Pook Dawg and Doc. We could probably go on for another hour, but we don't. So I don't want to keep Pops on too much longer. And I'm gonna
I've got chicken and rice and mushroom rice and chicken and is that gonna be a great dinner?
Look at you. I'll just get all excited about that. I love it. Yeah, without further ado, I'm your Friar Mini, United States Marine Corps veteran, signing off. Remember, never take a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Been there, done that. Have the members only jacket. And plenty of places out there to reach out to. I know it's not necessarily our nature to ask for help, but your DD 214, if you look at the back of it, says you can do whatever the fuck you want. So do that. Thank you to all our viewers and listeners, and share us out. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Please go to every one of those sites. Give us some love, subscribe, thumb up, follow us. We definitely appreciate it. Helps us out tremendously. Pops, what you got?
It's been an awesome season. This will crack you up. Ganassi's going to have 5 drivers next year. 5. So
does he have Richard Penske envy? Is that what that is? Is he just going so crazy right now? He's like, I gotta secure my legacy. I gotta be better than Richard Penske. I've got to beat him, because that's kind of what it feels like.
I don't know they can ever better Penske's record at Indy.
Probably not.
But he's
gonna fucking try. It seems like, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's still got the Iceman, and now he's got 4 more drivers with him. So it's going to be an interesting season, to say the least.
Is IndyCar getting a little annoying, though, that these guys are all wrapping up everybody and it's becoming Formula One again? Like, now it's Penske, it's Ganassi, and then fucking...
Oh, that's the other thing.
What?
F1, the sanctioning body, Formula One F1 body, said Andretti meets all the criteria.
Okay.
So now it's going to come down to a vote of the teams. So far, 2 of the teams have come out against them, but that still leaves 8 other teams. So it will be interesting to see. But apparently Michael has got Cadillac pretty well locked up. So Cadillac's going to develop the engine for him and sponsor them. So
that's GM.
That is going to be a big deal.
All right.
Oh, and Andretti is now being called Andretti Global. No longer Andretti Motorsports.
Never liked them, but whatever. Good for him. Without further ado, we're going to sign off. Thank you all for tuning in and sharing us out. And if you catch us later, please share us out. Remember, we're live on YouTube, Rumble, X, formerly known as Twitter, and Facebook. So leave a comment on any of those. Give us a subscribe, like, follow, all that. Be great. And I'm going to let my son take us out once again.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.